Hi, fellow masters and your guests. Welcome to Roseburg Speakers and Storytellers Toastmasters Club. Let me introduce about Toastmasters. Toastmasters International was established in California in 1924 by Ralph Smedley, and today Toastmasters International has evolved to be a worldwide non-profit organization. And in here, we can learn and grow to be good communication in public speaking and leadership. Roseburg Speakers and Storytellers was established in Oregon in 19 September 2005. We are a blended or hybrid club. Our members are from all over the world. We meet every Monday at 7 a.m. Oregon by Zoom. And for you guys, please unmute your microphone unless you want to speak. And for all takers, please identify your role in front of your name. And let's begin the meeting. And I'm going to handle the meeting to someone with warm and welcoming personality. Yeah, she is our president. Please welcome our president, Ms. Ayu Anantya.
Thank you, Melva. Today is very special. What is the special things about? Because we have Rachel, we have Savendu, we have Charan here, and Ravi. Hello guys, thank you for being here again. We are honored to have you around and helping around with the rules. For our members, thank you for always being here, very dedicated to our club. And let's just get started with our Toastmaster of the day, Ruku. She is quite new, but not anymore because she's progressing very good. And today it's like already 3-4 times being the TMOD, yeah, Ruku? Let's welcome Rukaya.
Thank you so much, Ms. President. What is pink? A rose is pink by a fountain's brink. What is red? A poppy is red in its barley bed. What is blue? The sky is blue where the clouds flow through. What is wine? What is white? Swan is white, sailing in the light. What is yellow? Pears are yellow, rich and ripe and mellow. What is green? The grass is green, with small flowers between. What is violet? Clouds are violet, in the summer twilight. What is orange? Why an orange? Just an orange. Have you ever wondered that how would world look like without any colors? How empty would sky be without the Vibgyor? And how dull would it feel if we just couldn't wear our favorite color to celebrate and express our happiness? Colors, a very simple word, adding the most beautiful emotions in the world. And on this colorful and cheerful note, let's start our today's meeting. I would first like to invite our grammarian of the day, who is also our guest, Mr. Charan Singh, to explain his role and introduce word of the day. Mr. Charan, the virtual floor is all yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ruku. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, people. I am Charan and I am the Wordmaster Grammarian for today's meeting. As a Wordmaster Grammarian, I'm going to carefully listen to each and every word that gets uttered during the meeting. And then I'm going to make a note of the good usages, incorrect usages, and then at the end, when the general evaluator calls me on the stage, I am going to present a compendium of both these usages. Also, as a grammarian, it is my responsibility to introduce to you people the word of the day. The word of the day for today's meeting is exuberant. Exuberant, and it means full of energy. Now, how are you supposed to use this word of the day? I'll give you an example. Indian cricket team is now made up of a bunch of exuberant youngsters. That is how you're supposed to use the word of the day, exuberant. Now, every time a person uses the word of the day or idiom, the word of the day, we show our appreciation by probably using a virtual thumbs up or by giving a thumbs up. With that being said, I'd like to hand over the stage back to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ruku.
Thank you so much, Sharon, for introducing your role. Now, I would like to call upon our accounter of the day, who is also the newest guest in the meeting. Rachel, please explain your role.
Hello, everyone. I am the R counter for the day. My duty as the R counter is to listen attentively to each speaker and make a note of the following crutch sounds used by each speaker. Crutch sounds can be Filler words can be but, so, like, well, and. Filler phrases like and so. When called upon by the general evaluator towards the end, I'll come up again to present my report. Thank you, and once again, over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Rachel, for explaining your role. Now, I would like to call upon Timer of the Day, our very own member, Melva, to introduce her role.
Thanks a lot. That's the message of the day, Ruku. Hi everyone. I'm Melva, and today I'm your timer. And as we know, we have 3 sessions, that is prepare speech, sample topic session, and evaluation session. And for prepare speech, we have 2 speakers, and they have to speak 5 to 2 minutes. If I show you green, it means you are still safe, and minimum yellow, you are still safe, and red, you need to wrap up your speech, and I'll give you 30 seconds to wrap it. And for a table topic session, you need to speak 1 to 2 minutes. Green for 1 minute, yellow for 30 minutes, and red 2 minutes. And for evaluator, you have to speak 2 to 3 minutes. Green for 2 minutes, yellow for 2 to 3 minutes, and red for 3 minutes. And I'll give you 3 seconds to wrap it. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Melva, for explaining your role. As always, we will have 3 parts of the meeting. First being the prepared speech. Second phase will be the impromptu session, that is table topic session. And last and most important will be the evaluation round. Starting off with our first round, I would like to call upon our first speaker, who is also our president, to come up with her exuberant smile and give her speech. The title of her speech is The Story of My Name. It is not a Pathways project. It is just a speech that she is willing to share with us all. Ayu, the virtual floor is all yours.
Ayu Anantia is the exuberant side of myself. Do you know that my real name is not Ayu Anantia? My mother gave a name Siana Chandra as my name in my birth certificate. In 2016, no, it's 2015 actually, I heard about the importance of name. And I read that news that a name can give an effect to our life. It is very important. And that's why the Asian culture, sometimes when baby always have sick all the time, they want to change the name of the baby. And voila, magic. Sometimes that baby getting better. A year, 1 full year, I tried to chase this person who knows how to change my name. I went to 2 places, to Jogja and to Jakarta, to find him. Big zero. January 2016, I had the urge to really change my name. So I try with my own way. If you ever heard about numerology, I know how to do that. So I did it by myself. 3 months, 3 months. And I couldn't find a good name for me. I tried Christina, I tried Caroline, I probably tried Gabby one time, but none is really good for me. Why it's so difficult? Because I have to match it with my birthday or my birthday. One day I bumped with this name, Ayu Anantia, and somehow I felt very close. So I tried this name, write it down, using the numerology, put it, sing it with my birthday. And guess what? The number is amazing, 100%. So I start to use that. But there is a trick. I need to write down this name 100 days in one full paper to have the name really go to inside into my subconscious. There are several subconscious or consciousness in us. So when people call me Ayu, I will say yes. The second consciousness is when we are half asleep and somebody call, Ayu? And I said yes. And I took a few months for the first consciousness and about a year for the second consciousness. And the third consciousness is when I pray. Because when I pray, I always say, God, this is me, Ayu. So I used to say, God, this is me, Tiana. And it took more than 2-3 years to say that I am Ayu. By now, Ayu is already in my blood. The benefit that I felt. 2000, again, I will go back to 2015. It was just a thinking. And then 2016, I started making a move, right? 2016, May, I finished 100 days. I think about May, beginning of June. July, the effect takes place. I have a nephew who lives with me at that time, and suddenly her mom wants my nephew back to Surabaya, my hometown, and I'm alone. At the beginning, I was thinking, like, oh gosh, what I did wrong. But then I realized, hey, Ayu, you are free. You can go and you can do whatever you want. So I applied US visa for the first time, and I got it. Before US visa, the US trip in December. In August, I had a chance because somebody said, let's go to India. So I went to India for the praying journey with the Bali Hindu people, 2 of them. I feel so blessed. I went to Ganga River. and have that pray under the water, in the water, not under the water, in the water. And I feel so clean, so fresh, everything. After that, every chance is open. Go back to school again. I never have my bachelor before 40. So I went back to school and I got my bachelor degree in my 40s. And I found Toastmaster. So fellow Toastmaster, to wrap this all, if you call somebody, if someone wants you to call her by A or B or C, follow that because it's a pray for them. Thank you. And back to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Rukaya.
Thank you so much, Ms. President, for sharing the story of your name. Now, I would like to call upon our second speaker of the day. Oh, I'm sorry. Our second speaker of the day, Mr. Ravi Shankar.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. I just want to do a quick audio and video check to make sure that I am audible and visible to everybody. Okay, thank you. What on earth is this, Ravi? Said the doctor as he looked at my medical test results. I was very upset. This was the first time that somebody was angry with me for scoring high marks on a test result. The doctor prescribed a long list of medications in order to help me with my health issues. And then, to reassure me, he said, Ravi, it will all be okay. Don't give up. I felt reassured. And as I was about to get up and go, the doctor stopped me and he said, Ravi, you need to give up eating any fatty and fried foods, anything that's deep fried, all right? I was confused. Didn't the doctor just say, don't give up? After a few years of this, I decided to give up. I couldn't take it anymore. I gave up my unhealthy lifestyle. I gave up as many of those medicines as I could. But I didn't give up on the doctor's advice. And I got healthier. How did I do that, you ask? Simple. I gave up eatery. That's right, grammarian. I gave up eatery. You see, I used to be vegetarian. I gave up eatery and I turned vegan. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, this is my journey on the way to giving up. Or is it my journey on the way to not giving up? Well, it is my journey on the way to being vegan. I'm here to share with you a few incidents from my life on the way to being a vegan and what I've learned from it. I've divided my life into two segments, the before veganism era and the after veganism era. In the before veganism era, when my wife and I would go to the grocery store, shopping was a breeze. All we would do is pick up an item from the aisle, check if it had a green dot, add it to the cart. Nutella, green dot, add it to the cart. You see, in India, grocery items that are packaged have a green dot to signify vegetarian and a red dot to signify something that has meat. Shopping this way was a breeze, as I said. All it took was 30 minutes once a month. But now, in the after veganism era, once we've established that the item has a green dot, out comes my magnifying glass, and I have to comb through each of the ingredients with a fine-tooth comb. This has wheat. Okay. It has cashew. Okay. This has, well, a bunch of stuff. Butter. Not okay. I'm vegan. Nutella. One of my favorites. It has, well, it has hazelnuts. It has sugar. Okay. It has palm oil. Okay. Milk solids. I can't have that. Not okay. What used to take me 30 minutes now takes 3 long hours once a month. My learning from this is on my journey towards my goal, which is a long journey at that. And it is filled with a lot of distractions like Nutella. But don't give up. In the before veganism era, when my wife and I or any of my friends used to go out to eat, this is how I would typically order. I'd like the cream of tomato soup. I'd like the jalapeno poppers. I'd like the cheese enchiladas. And I'd like the tres leches. Now, in the after veganism era, this has cream. This has cheese. This has uno, dos, tres, 3 kinds of milk. Can you get me something, waiter, that has none of these items on it? The waiter was really happy and he shared a menu with me and he said, "This is the menu for you." I wondered what this menu was. I realized it was the alcohol menu. My takeaway from this, in addition to alcohol being vegan, of course, is that your choices and you as a person may not blend in with the rest of the crowd on the journey towards your goals. That's okay, but don't give up. Now, it had been an entire year that I had been almost a vegan, not almost, fully. And I had tortured, well, I wouldn't say tortured, but a lot of people in my life had endured all of my experiments with being vegan. For example, my friends, my family, and most of all, my cook had endured all of my experiments. I decided it is time to celebrate my very first vegan anniversary. I was so happy. I jumped into the car with my wife and drove all around town looking for a vegan bakery. I could have looked it up easily on Google, but I didn't want Google to know I was vegan, okay? We finally came across a bakery that said dairy-free alternatives. I was so happy. I jumped out of the car, rushed up the stairs, and I ordered 3 dairy-free cupcakes. I stuffed my mouth with 2 of them by the time my wife walked in. She looked at me and she said, "Ravi, is that cupcake vegan?" I was shocked. I rushed to the bakery assistant and I said, "Hey, it says dairy-free. Isn't that vegan?" I realized that day that dairy-free is not a synonym for vegan. My takeaway from this is it's okay to make mistakes, even on your vegan anniversary, but don't give up. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, after 3 long years of giving up everything that is dear to me, such as Nutella and a whole lot of other things, my advice to you is don't give up. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much for your humorous speech. Now, let's move on to our second part of the meeting. And for this, I would like to call upon our table topic master, Gabby, to conduct this impromptu session.
Thank you, Reku. I will be today. I will be the table topics for this activity. I will choose some of you. Will you have the opportunity to answer some simple question for this time to speak as 1 to 2 minutes maximum. I share now my screen. Yeah. Okay. We go. In this case, I choose some guests. I will choose one volunteer. Prithvi, you can participate now. Yes.
Hello. Hi, Gabby.
Hi. You can choose one color.
Green.
Green. Okay. We go. The question is: have you heard that colors convey emotion to speak and speak for themselves? What color transmits people peace and tranquility for you or to you?
Okay. Colors. Colors convey emotions. How many of you agree to this? At least for me, I believe colors do convey some meaning because I personally experienced that. I'll give you a story when I experienced this. Whenever I love swimming, whenever I go into water to swim, I find kind of a refreshment. When I go to enjoy nature, I find green all over, green lush. There I see the nature is giving a kiss to me, saying that I love you. And when I observe the sky, it is completely blue, which gives an indication that there is something that you can always look towards in your life. So these are three colors that give me some indications, at least for me. So colors do give some indications, but the color that transmits peace and tranquility to me is green because I love it and I love nature. Over to you.
Thank you so much. I agree with you. I like the green. Yeah. Thank you very much. I choose a quiz. Do you want to participate today? Yeah.
Yes, Gabby.
Okay. Yes. What color do you want?
So I need to choose a color, right?
Color red. Okay. We go. In the entire chromatic scale, explain to us what color do you like to wear the most?
What color do I like to wear most? As you can see, I have a gray and blue combination, and gray is something which I've liked from day one. Why I like this color is, I mean, I didn't want it to look fully black. I didn't want to look fully white, and I didn't want to go outside of black and white. So the best combination coming out of white and black was somewhere close to blue, and it was gray. And I have a small memory. When I was a child, we used to paint our gates, the doors, and the best color which was coming for the paints was smoke gray color. And that is where my favorite color came into play and I started loving it. And most of my clothes, I mean, you can find t-shirts, shirts, jeans, I mean, lot of things in gray. So this is one color which I have loved. I can understand Ravi, Men in Black, but yeah, so uh, this is the color which I like the most, and it is something which I've been trying to wear almost in every condition, be it our winter session collection or summer collection. So this is something which I love the most. Over to you, Gabby.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Aquif. Yeah. Okay. I want choose Michelle. Do you want participate today? Mm.
I cannot see. I can't find my eyeglasses. So
Don't worry. You can choose blue, yellow, orange. What do you
is
want?
purple already taken?
Purple? Okay, yes. We go. We all see colors in the same way. What do you think is the statement of this statement? Sorry.
Thank you very much. We all see colors in the same way. Well, I don't agree. It may be that we have the same rods and cones in our eyes. Rods are the receptors for black and white, and cones are the receptors for color. So physiologically, our eyes might receive the stimulus of light, which gives colors. However, beyond that, how we perceive the color can mean different things for different people. For example, the color red or burgundy may connote joy because it reminds you of burgundy wine, but it could also be the color of red blood. And that could mean very different things for different people. Personally, I chose purple, and for me, it is a metamorphosis. It's maybe a speech I need to give about how my color preferences have changed. In high school, I used to love purple, and then getting into college, I shifted, and at one point I liked gold, and then I liked green so much, and now I'm back to purple. So my perceptions have, what do you call it, have changed, have evolved over the years. And I feel exuberant when I see the color purple. I am exuberant when I see rainbows. Unfortunately, I cannot see the timer, so I don't know if I'm over now. But I want to, you have given me, this is a great table topic session, and you have given me the idea for a next speech. I will be speaking about colors in the next speech. Back to you, Madam Table Topics Master.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Michelle. Yes. Okay. I want to choose Tiger. Do you want participate today, Tiger? Yes.
Gabby, I
So-
will suggest you to have Veronica and Sufandu as our guest.
Okay.
Thank
Just
you, Ms. President.
yeah. I have color blue, yellow, and orange. Tiger or Subandu?
I take blue.
Okay. Okay. The following image is the one of Vincent van Gogh paintings. Look at it. Tell us what is the color that makes you feel warm and positive.
So the painting that I see right now has a few colors like blue, white, and yellow. My personal favorite color out of these three would be blue, because it communicates warmth, it communicates intellect, it communicates that somebody who is confident. So these are the messages that blue sends out. So hence I like the color blue. But in this painting, I see the color combination of blue, white, and yellow makes it a beautiful painting, though. And this is what I see so far. Thank you.
Thank you so much. What do you think, Tiger, about this question? Hello, Tiger.
Oh, thank you, Ms. Tabletop
Thank you.
Master. Do we have another guest who would like to answer that?
Veronica? How about Veronica?
There you go.
Okay. Veronica. Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi,
Veronica.
Sorry, I want to speak today. I only want to listen us.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Veronica. Go ahead, Gabby.
Okay. What else? Okay. Today is all, and we only one participate today. No. Okay.
Tiger, if Tiger would like to go, then we can let him go. Tiger, would you like?
Sure, I'll answer. So what are my choices? Throw me a color, Gabby. Don't let me choose. You choose.
Okay. Orange, do you want?
Go for it.
Great. What feelings do your colors in this image convey to you?
What feelings
do
these colors convey to me? I feel a little discombobulated, a little bit disturbed. And the reason I say that is because in the foreground, what I see are dead tree stumps. This is something I would see in a flooded, in my part of the world, what I would see is like a flooded pond or something like that. Now in the background, I see purple, and I agree with Michelle. I love purple. Purple's a great color, especially at sunset. I love when you get purple at sunset. There's also purple in the background. Now the background is a little different. It reminds me of a sunrise or a sunset, but for some reason, it doesn't make me feel happy, which is interesting to me because usually sunrise and sunsets make me feel very happy. This photo with the different colors comes across to me to be dark and something out of a fantasy, not something that's real. So I guess in conclusion, the reason I'm saying I'm discombobulated, it should make me feel happy because I love sunsets and sunrises, but for some reason it doesn't. Back to you, Miss Tabletop Master.
Thank you so much. That's it. That's all the colors. Yeah, great. Thank you so much, everybody. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Gabby, and a big thumbs up for the most creative table topics. Now, coming towards the last part of our meeting, the evaluation round, I would like to call upon our general evaluator of the day, Excel, to conduct the session. Excel, the virtual floor is all yours.
Hello, thank you, Kaya. Thank you very much. I'm so happy to be general evaluator today, and I would like to say that I'm so happy also to see new faces. Well, first, in this case, I will say my rule that is my purpose of as general evaluator is to evaluate everything that takes place through the meeting. During the meeting, I took some notes for everything that is happening and not happening. I will evaluate each participant on the meeting program and look for good examples of preparation, organization, delivery, enthusiasm, observation, and performance of duties. At the end of the meeting, I will give my report. Now we can start with the first part of the meeting, that is the speakers. So we are going to listen the evaluation of each speaker. In this case, it's Tiger. Okay, go over to you, Tiger, to evaluate the speech of Ayu.
Thank you, Ms. General Evaluator. I would like to speak about 3 things I liked about the speech, and then I will give some recommendations and a challenge. First of all, this was an exuberant delivery. Excellent eye contact, lots of smiling, good vocal variety, and the best part about her delivery, and this is a great lesson in speech giving, pauses. She had powerful pauses. And it's something that I need to learn. It's something that is excellent way to get your attention, get the attention that you want from your audience. The second thing she did very well, storytelling. Last week I did a speech on storytelling. She developed the conflict. She went over failed solutions to the conflict, trying to figure out a name. And then she gave us her solution. She came up with her name, and then she explained to us all the good things that happened since that solution. So it was an excellent example of storytelling. The third thing is that her structure was good. There was clearly a beginning. She let us know about the name. Her body told the story. And then her conclusion was about the solution to the story. So the structure was very good. So the structure was very good. The storytelling was very good. The delivery was powerful. However, no speech is perfect, and I do have some recommendations. And notice she's laughing. First of all, less is more. When you got to the solution, you kind of had to rush. I think you noticed that your time was running out and you kind of had to rush. Like for instance, talking about your nephew, I was a little confused about how that worked out, and you kind of had to rush through your nephew and your trip to India and Toastmasters. You didn't really have time to expand on your solution, which was the feel-good part about your speech. I would have liked to have heard more about that. And you know me, everybody here that knows me, this is a recommendation I give almost every time. Add more humor. You added a little bit of humor about, yeah, I think I used Gabby at one time, and that was funny, and people were laughing. But that's the only time during your speech that you use humor. And there are a lot of other opportunities. The thing that's important about humor, now Ravi gave a funny speech, and he used a lot of humor. Even when you're giving a fairly serious speech, humor is powerful. You don't have to use a lot, but you sprinkle humor in 3-4 times, it really adds to your speech. My challenge, your gestures were good. You did a lot of the numbers and you did this, you know, in moving. If you can stand up and get away from that camera and use the entire Zoom, it would be even more powerful because you have a very natural, a very exuberant type of delivery, and to stand up would take it to another level. Thank you. Miss General Evaluator, back to you.
Thank you, Tiger. Thank you very much for your evaluation. Now it's time for Michelle. Michelle is going to evaluate the speech of Rabin. Sorry for if I pronunciation wrong. Okay, Michelle, over to you.
Thank you so much, Madam General Evaluator. And thank you, Ravi Shankar. I was exuberant to listen to your speech. Several reasons. One, you are such a natural humorist. You know how to lead up to the humor and then pause after you said something. And your word choices were excellent. I love how you invented some words like vegan, vegetarian tree or something, and you even had a prop to show that. I also enjoyed the message, how you flip the message. Is it giving up or not giving up? Overall, I loved your speech. Now, as Tiger just mentioned, there are always recommendations for improvement. And I am so exuberant that you gave me the feedback from your first version of this speech, and you wanted to check on how you were doing with pauses, to shorten your introduction, and how you used your props. I can give you kudos for all three. As I mentioned, we're very good with the pauses, and you had barely, I didn't hear the previous one, but your introduction here was too long. And you used the props very well, including the Nutella when you held it up, which is, by the way, also my favorite. So great utilization of the feedback. Now, again, we have more feedback. And in this case, I think you were moving, great that you were standing up, but you were sometimes moving a little bit from side to side. It seemed like random. Now, when you move, it should be for either to block to show that you're transitioning or gestures. So try and avoid the random movements. But who knows, maybe it was just my eyes because I'm not fully awake yet. Maybe I was seeing you sway, but watch the video later. And suggestion is there is no need to say, I want to test my audio, I want to do this, because guaranteed, if people cannot hear you, if they cannot see you, somebody will say, please switch on your microphone, please switch on. So there's no need for that. And it just kind of interrupted the flow at the beginning. Overall, as I mentioned, I was so exuberant to listen to your speech, and even more exuberant that I was given the pleasure of evaluating your speech number 2 on the feedback and evaluation. Back to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Michelle. Okay, now it's time for the part of our guest grammarian, and that is Charan. Charan, please, with your evaluation. Go over to you.
Thank you so much, Madam General Evaluator, Toastmaster Excel. I'm not sure if I got that right, but yeah, that's a suggestion for my own self. Yes, starting off with the good usages that I observed during the meeting, I'd first of all like to appreciate Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ruku's introduction. I liked how she started off with a beautiful poem that had a lot of good usages. So I would definitely like to commend her for that. Now, Toastmaster Ravi, the speaker too, had a few good usages. A few of them are here. Eatery is a word that he coined. And then he used the phrase comb through, blend in, endured. And he also coined a new term, veganiversary, I'm sorry. Yes, I like these two usages from Toastmaster Ravi. And then Toastmaster Tiger, he gave me my word of the day for my next meeting, whenever it is that's going to happen. Discombobulated, which means confused. Well, a few people might be confused about how is it that this word needs to be pronounced, but yeah. And then I also like the phrase, the phrase less is more. And then Toastmaster Ayu, speaker one, used voila, which means which is used to express surprise. And then Table Topic Master, when she was giving her topics, she used a few good words such as tranquility, warmth, chromatic. And then Toastmaster Michelle used a lot of scientific words such as receptor, stimulus, and then burgundy, which means a red color, and then metamorphosis, perception. And then I did make a note of few incorrect usages that were made during the meeting. Give, handle the meeting, must have been hand over the meeting. In my birth certificate, on my birth certificate, importance of name, and then there are 2-3 suggestions that I have. Before veganism, after veganism, could probably have been pre-veganism, post-veganism. Simpler, shorter, sweeter. And then to go into my subconscious could have been let it percolate into my subconscious mind. And then what I did wrong, what did I do wrong? Wrap this up, give you a story, narrate a story. Fully black, instead of black you could have said dark. Everything that takes place. Now coming to the word of the day, Ruku, Toastmaster of the day, Ruku used word of the day once, Toastmaster Ayu used it once, Michelle used it 6 times, and Tiger used it twice. With that being said, I'd like to hand over the stage back to you, General Evaluator, Madam General Evaluator, Toastmaster Excel.
Thank you very much, Sharon. Okay, yes. Well, don't worry. If also, as I just said, it's so important our name, and well, in my case also, I use it to be that most of the people tell me whatever they try to say me, because also I understand it's not easy my name, but well, thank you very much, Sharon. Now it's time for our next is for the A counter. Rachel, over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster itself. Don't worry, I have a struggle with my name all the time as well, so I relate to that. Thank you for giving me company. Let me share my screen to share the R counter report. There you go. I hope it is visible. Well, first of all, well done. I didn't see a lot of R's from quite a few people and a couple more from some. The green highlights people who really did not fall for the R traps. Tiger and Michelle, I especially want to call out what a brilliant job the two of you did. And also Ravi Shankar, brilliant job. I really struggled to catch any R and M from both of you. Charan and Michelle, both of you had just one R towards the very end of your speech. I was hoping to color it a dark green, but I had to mellow down the color. I also want to call out Toastmaster Ayu. While she had quite a few pauses, short pauses in her speech, and like Toastmaster Tiger said, it really added a lot of flavor to her speech because it gave audience the time to really imbibe what she was saying. I want to call her out because there were a lot of chances where she could have used a filler sound, and she always stuck to the pauses every single time. There were no R's or ums during her speech, except maybe one. Always pauses. So well done, Toastmaster Ayu. Others, I know I just used an There were a couple of repetitions with Toastmaster Gabby were between the table topic attempts. Every time you had to look for who you should call next. I saw that you were constantly using next. So that is something you can just pay more attention to. Otherwise, very well done, everyone. I had a fantastic time listening to all of you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Wow, thank you very much, Rachel. Thank you. So, okay, now it's time for our timer. Melba, over to you.
Thanks, our general evaluator. Actually, I already put my report in chat, but let me explain it. Let me tell you. For prepared speech, Rafi, you are over time. You spoke 8 minutes, and I don't think that is good. And for tabletop session, just speaker number 4, that last speak 1 minute. I don't know who is speak, but I note he or she spoke 0.551 second. And for evaluators, you are good, you are eligible. I think that's it. Back to you, our general evaluator.
Thank you very much, Melba. Well, I think that now it's time. It's my time for my evaluation in general. Well, let me tell you that it's my second time as general evaluator, and I know that most of you pay attention in the feedback because everyone wants to be better. So I will try to give that feedback for be better, but really some of you it's hard. So excuse me if I don't give in that case a feedback to be better. But let me start with the evaluators. In that case, what I can say about Tiger. Tiger, I like it so much how evaluate to Aju, how he said the all great points. And he knows also that Aju loves to have a feedback for me better. He made so great and say what she could be better, could do better and challenge her. So I like it how the way Tiger made evaluation. And in that case is one of the point that I couldn't see how you could be better or how it could improve. All I see great, perfect. I love it. I like it so much. Now, in this case, Michelle, and I love how you speak, how you say your ideas, how everything you say. And also, well, to say a great feedback to Ravish, sorry. And yes, it was a great evaluation. In that case now for grammarian. Sharon, wow. I like it so much how you introduce you, how you did your rule, how did you say your rule, and also all the good phrases that you hear. I like it so much, and also the great way of how you correct some grammar session. I like it. Yes, I'm so glad that you are here as guests and helping us with your role. Also, I don't see in that case what you can do better, really. As I said at the beginning, I saw many things great, and I don't be how you can challenge now. And really, I'm so exuberant in that case to be as general evaluator. Now, in the time of well, let me for a counter. Rachel, wow, I was so impressed with your chart, with all how you show each of one have to correct. And also, I haven't never seen for the pauses. It's the first time that I see this report and I like it so much. I was so impressed. Thank you very much for how you chose your role. And also I like it so much how you introduce it. Now for me it's a bit challenge to give a feedback, challenge you. Really, I like it so much. Thank you very much. Now it's time. Sorry for my dog. Okay. Okay, now time for our timer. Melba, I have seen your job, all that you do, it's so great. I don't know also how you can you improve this. I like how you show the screen, and each time you are very you are taking very pay attention of the time, and also really I don't have how you can improve. You do perfect, very well. Thank you very much, Melba. Now, Rukaya or Toastmaster, great theme. Great theme. How to mix the color with feelings. So most of all enjoy all these. Yes. Okay. Yes. Great. Job. In general, I can say that all of us at the moment we face with some situation, and like I like it so much how you took the role instead of Jasmine, and as most of the time at the moment, some of us that we should do a role, and for some time, some reason, we are not here, and how all the how all change and make it that we enjoy this meeting. And maybe some of us, it's hard to prepare, hard to wake up early, but when we are here, also for me, and when we are here, I enjoy, I am exuberant how all these meeting and how it for one, it's so special and make it lovely. Even though we have some problems, I love this club. And also I like it so much how you took part when Gabby was manage her part as a topic master, and how you pay more attention or guests. In the second part, that it's the table topic, it's more important in that case or guest. So I like it how you took part in this, and I was losing Gabby. Sorry, most of us love how you always present everything. Everything that you present, it's always colors, more with some videos, some picture, everything that you shows, it's love it. And I like it so much how you did that, your questions, and also the way that how present are the way, the wheel, and also the colors and the picture. You are so nice how you shows everything. I love it so much in that case. And I think that I'm not losing anything else, and I think that it's all okay, yes, and I have another point with Rukaya. Sorry if I move it in one to another, but I will try to do better. And one point that maybe I can challenge you is when you introduce the speaker, it's good to say the level and the objective of the speak, because we can see also if the speaker is trying the pathway, is doing the pathway that if if the speech is according of the level and the object. And okay, maybe you didn't do when you introduce the speaker, but then you wrote in the chat. That's good. Well, sometimes we forgot. Sometimes we forgot to say that, but you did very well. Thank you very much. Go back to you, Rukaya.
Thank you so much, Excel, for your general evaluation report, and thanks to your dog too for the evaluation. Thank you everyone for being so cheerful throughout the meeting. And now I would like to turn the meeting back to our president, Ms. Ayu Anantya.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Rukaya. You did a really good job, as always. And that smile. Thank you, Rukaya. I knew earlier that Ravi will leave early, but since we still have some times, I think we still have some times, right? Yes, a little bit. I would like to ask Suvendu and Veronica. Hello. I will go with Veronica first.
Hi.
Yeah, Suvendu. I will go with Veronica first. Veronica, what? Any comment about our meeting? Hello, Vero.
Hello.
Hello. How you feel about our meeting? How you like it?
um,
Do you like it, Vero? It seems
listen
like
to me.
yeah. How do you like our meeting, Vero?
It's the first time that I stay here, but I like it. My English is very basic, and I speak a little. I can express it a lot, but I like it.
How you know our club?
What?
How do you know our club? Who told you about this club?
I don't know, and I don't understand you.
Vero, point is you are always welcome here in the club. Coming again next week in the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, because you see our member, not all can speak English very well, but all we learn here how to communicate, especially in English. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Vero, I will put my email in the chat, and you always welcome to contact me. I will put my email after this. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sufandu. Yeah. Now I go to Sufandu. Sufandu, how you feel? How did you feel?
I enjoyed the meeting throughout, and I was introduced to this club by the grammarian Ravi. He told me to join. So we met in a different club once, and he suggested me to join this, and I joined last time as well, and this is my second time, and I thoroughly loved it, and I was really impressed with the way people are evaluating, the way they're understanding the small little things that easily go unnoticed are noticed here. I didn't know I spoke only 2-3 sentences, and I said 5 ums, and that's a good to know things. I knew that's the feedback for me, and I need to improve. With only 3-4 sentences, I said so many ums, which means if I speak a lot, I would end up saying a lot of ums, which is not very nice sounding thing. So that's the one takeaway that I am taking. And at the same time, I really like all of you and the way you support each other. So I'm definitely going to come back again and again and becoming a family here.
That is a great news, Sufandu. You know what? You can always be our member, and you will get a mentor.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I would really appreciate that.
Yes. Supendu, see you again in the next week. And I think I have 4 minutes left. And I would like to say thank you, everybody, for being here. Charan, Rachel, as our grammarian and accountant. Also, oh, we have Prutivi. Hi, how you feel about our meeting?
Yeah, it's a very good meet, and it's been a long time that I attended a club meet, in fact. So it was very refreshing for me.
How
I
you
must
know this
thank
club?
Charan. I must thank Charan because
Oh,
he's the one who introduced me to the club through Yasmin. So in fact, Ravi is joining these meetings because of me, because I suggested him to join this meeting. So luckily, he became a regular member to this club meetings. But unfortunately, I couldn't. Today is the lucky day for me.
so how I should pronounce your name? Prutivi?
Yes, it's Prithvi.
Prithvi. Oh, okay. Prithvi. Oh, that's how to do. Okay.
Oh, you got me the first attempt. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Prithvi. Welcome to RSS, and you are always welcome every week here.
Sure. Thank you. I'll keep attending the meetings.
Yeah, we will end this meeting early, but don't go anywhere. We are especially for the member and Supendu, if you want, and Prithvi, if you want to have a role next week, for example. Wait, so by this, I'm saying Michelle and everybody meeting adjourned.